Today on MTG Unpacked, we're going to take a look at another Commander 2020 deck. This one is Ruthless Regiment. So this is a red, white, black deck, also known as the Mardu color combo. So we get a oversized card there. Let's check it out. Join the fray, choose your commander and carve your path to victory in this unique multiplayer Magic format. So you can see there's a legendary creature Cat Nightmare. Looking forward to checking that out. So you get a deck box, 100 card deck with 17 new cards, 10 double-sided token cards. You also get the foil oversized commander. Life Will is a new addition, strategy insert and reference card. So let's get into it. I must say I'm a little bit disappointed with the packaging. As you can see, it came damaged from the sealed box, but I just tossed it aside, so not such a big deal, but a little bit disappointing. Okay, let's take a look at this massive oversized card here. Crank that lighting up there. Okay, we have Jirina Kudro, legendary creature, human soldier. It's a mythic. 3/3 for 4 mana. When Jirina Kudro enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token for each time you've cast a commander from the command zone this game. Other humans you control get +2/+0. Alright, nice foiling on that. And here is the deck box, Ruthless Regiment. So we got a flyer here. Weird white card, not sure what that is. And the life counter only goes to 40, so may or may not be useful for you. And here is the deck. We'll take a look at that momentarily. This thing holds a unsleeved deck, so not going to help you much if you have a sleeved deck. Well, let's check this out. Okay, so playing the deck, we have Jirina Kudro is a high-ranking officer of Dranis military, the people best trained to fight giant monsters. So we want to recruit humans and attack with them. Monster Hunter by trade. We also have Kelsian the Plague, Trin, Champion of Freedom, and Silvar, Devourer of the Free. Okay, so a bit about the rules of Commander. It is one of the most popular formats in Magic. It's a singleton format, so you have one of each card, other than the basic lands, obviously. Jirina Kudro, there we go. Kelsian the Plague. Ooh, okay, he looks sinister. Trin, Champion of Freedom, and Silvar, Devourer of the Free. So that's, I think that's that cat dude. So we'll take a look at that momentarily. So let's dig in here. These decks go for about $39.99 each, although at the time of filming there's a bit of a shortage, so you might end up paying more, but I would suggest perhaps waiting on that. The big box stores, I think, have these for the retail price, so that might be an option too. Okay, so let's separate out the lands here. They like to put these in the middle. There we go. And this commander set, they're tied in with the release of Ikoria, which is a little bit different than what they used to do. So, okay, there's the lands. And that is it. Alright. So pop that down there. So we'll take a look at the deck and the lands momentarily. Let's see what these foils are about. Okay, so we got the Jirina Kudro, just a regular size card here. Okay, Kelsian the Plague, legendary creature, human assassin. Crank that lighting a bit. 2/2 for 3 with vigilance and haste. Kelsian the Plague gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have. Tap, it deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control. When that creature dies this turn, you get an experience counter. Okay, and next up we have Trin, Champion of Freedom, legendary creature, human soldier. It's another mythic. 3/3 for 4. Partner with Silvar, Devourer of the Free. So when this creature enters the battlefield, target player may put Silvar into their hand from their library, then shuffle. Beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And here it is, Silvar, Devourer of the Free, another mythic. Legendary creature, Cat Nightmare, 4/2 for 5. In the Rakdos colors, very cool. Partners with Trin, Champion of Freedom, has Menace. And if you sacrifice a human, put a +1/+1 counter on Silvar, Devourer of the Free. It gains indestructible until end of turn. I like the flavor on that card. Okay, so now let's take a look at the tokens. Get a human soldier and a zombie token. Alright, another human soldier and zombie. Okay, so we're probably getting... Yep, zombies galore. Lots of different humans. Okay, so I think it's... Oh, and you get treasure as well. Treasure tokens. Yep. Okay, so we're creating humans, we're creating zombies and treasure. So before we get into the deck proper, let's take a quick look at the mana base. We've got a Bajuka Bog, enters battlefield tapped. When it enters battlefield, exile all cards from target player's graveyard, tap it for black. Boros Garrison, another tap land. So when it enters battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand, tap it for red and white. Command Tower. This is like an auto-include in most commander decks. It's a land, tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Myriad Landscape, enters battlefield, tap it for colorless mana, pay 2, tap, sack it. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards that share a land type, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. Nomad Outpost, enters battlefield, tap it for red, white, or black. Orzhov Basilica, another tap land. Return a land you control to its owner's hand when it enters battlefield. Tap it for white and black. Path of Ancestry, another tap land. You can tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. Rakdos Carnarium. Here we go. So this one, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Tap for black and red. Temple of the False God, tap 2, add 2 colorless mana. Activate this ability only if you control 5 or more lands. Unclaimed Territory. As it enters battlefield, choose a creature type, tap it for colorless mana, or you can tap to add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. Bloodfell Caves, another tap land. When it enters battlefield, you gain 1 life, tap it for black or red. Evolving Wilds, needs no explanation. Scoured Barrens, enters battlefield, tap, so this one life gain, tap it for white or black. Windscarred Crag, same deal, tap it for red or white. And Mountains, 4 of those, 8 plains. Okay, set those aside, there's probably going to be more near the end here. And we get a rare land, Battlefield Forge, tap to add colorless mana, tap, add red or white, it deals 1 damage to you. Exotic Orchid, tap to add 1 mana of any color the land an opponent controls could produce. Shadowblood Ridge, another rare land, pay 1, tap, add black and red. Smoldering Marsh, enters battlefield, tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. You can tap it for red or black. Spine Rock Knoll, another rare land, Hideaway. So this land enters the battlefield tapped. When it does, look at the top 4 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, and put the rest on the bottom of your library. Tap it for red and pay red, tap. You may play the exile card without paying its mana cost if an opponent was dealt 7 or more damage this turn. That might be tough to pull off, or maybe not in Commander. Windbrisk Heights. So it has Hideaway, the land enters the battlefield tapped, yada yada, we just saw that. Tap to add white mana, pay white, tap. You may play the exiled cover that, paying its mana cost if you attacked with 3 or more creatures this turn. And then we get a swamp, 4 swamps, there we go. Okay, so let's set that aside and get stuck into the deck proper here. Okay, we got a rare Call the Coppercoats, instant for 3, has Strive, the spell costs 1 and white more to cast for each target beyond the first. And before I continue upgrading this, you might want to change those lands into lands that do not tap when they enter the battlefield. Okay, this one, choose any number of target opponents, create X 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of creatures those opponents control. Next up we have Flawless Maneuver, instant for 3. If you control a commander, you may cast a spell without paying its mana cost. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Another rare here, Verge Rangers, creature human scout, 3/3 for 3 with first strike. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. As long as an opponent controls more lands than you, you may play lands from the top of your library. Next up, oh that's cool, Species Specialist, creature human warrior, 2/3 for 4. As Species Specialist enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature of the chosen type dies, you may draw a card. Okay, next we have Titan Hunter, creature human warrior, 4/5 for 5. At the beginning of each player's end step, if no creatures died this turn, Titan Hunter deals 4 damage to that player. Pay 1 in black, sack a creature, you gain 4 life. Okay, Fire Flux Squad, 4/3 for 4, creature human soldier with haste. Whenever a Fire Flux Squad attacks, you may exile another target attacking creature you control. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, so a lot of humans in this deck, obviously. Frontier Warmonger, creature human warrior, 4/4 for 4. Whenever one or more creatures attack one of your opponents or a planeswalker they control, those creatures. Yes, those creatures gain menace until end of turn. Words are hard, people. Molten Echoes, enchantment for 4. As Molten Echoes enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. And whenever a non-token creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. That token gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, very cool. Sanctuary Blade, artifact equipment for 2. As it becomes attached to a creature, choose a color. Equipped creature gets +2, plus everyone has protection from the last chosen color. So you can equip that one for 3. Okay, another human here, Bounty Agent, creature human soldier, 2/2 for 2 with Vigilance, tap. Sack it, destroy target legendary permanent that's an artifact, creature, or enchantment. This one's fun. Citywide Bust, sorcery for 3, destroy all creatures with toughness 4 or greater. And we've got a giant, looks like he's tied up there. Cleansing Nova, sorcery for 5, choose one. Destroy all creatures, destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Dearly Departed, creature spirit, 5/5 for 6 with flying. As long as Dearly Departed is in your graveyard, each human creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, Frontline Medic, 3/3 for 3 with Battalion. Whenever it and at least 2 other creatures attack, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. You can sack it, counter target spell with X in its mana cost unless its controller pays 3. Increasing Devotion, sorcery for 5, create 5 1/1 white human creature tokens. The spell was cast from a graveyard, create 10 of those tokens instead. Craziness. Has flashback 7 and 2 white. You may cast this card from your graveyard for its flashback cost, then exile it. Alright, Knight of the White Orchid. It's a creature human knight, 2/2 for 2 with first strike. When it enters battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a plains card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Alright, Magus of the Disc, creature human wizard, 2/4 for 4. Enters the battlefield tapped. You pay 1, tap, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. Odric Master Tactician, legendary creature human soldier, 3/4 for 4 with first strike. Whenever Odric Master Tactician and at least 3 other creatures attack, you choose which creatures block this combat and how those creatures block. Next up, Riders of Gavany, 3/3 for 4 with Vigilance, creature human knight. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Human creatures you control have protection from creatures of the chosen type. Next up we have Thalia's Lieutenant, creature human soldier, 1/1 for 2. So when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other human you control. And whenever another human enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Thalia's Lieutenant. So you're going to have a ton of humans entering the battlefield. Thraben Doomsayer, creature human cleric, 2/2 for 3. So you tap, create a 1/1 white human creature token. And it has Fateful Hour. As long as you have 5 or less life, other creatures you control get +2/+2. Unexpectedly Absent, instant for X and 2 white. Put target non-land permanent into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards of that library. Disciple of Bolus, creature human wizard, 2/1 for 4. So when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice another creature, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is that creature's power. Painful Truths. Sorcery for 3. I like this artwork. Has Converge. You draw X cards and you lose X life, where X is the number of colours of mana spent to cast this spell. Okay, and it's got a bit about Eldrazi there. Interesting. Zathrid Necromancer. That's spooky. Creature, human, wizard, 2/2 for 3. So when Zathrid Necromancer or another human creature you control dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Alesha, who smiles at death. Legendary creature, human warrior, 3/2 for 3 with first strike. So whenever it attacks, you may pay, 2 white or black. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Captivating Crew, creature, human pirate, 4/3 for 4, so pay 3 in a red. Gain control of target creature an opponent controls until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. For Miko the Lowblood, legendary creature, human samurai, 3/2 for 4. For Miko the Lowblood has Bushido X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Whenever this creature blocks or becomes blocked, it gets +X until end of turn. Good deal. Creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able. Next up we have Magus of the Wheel. Creature, human wizard, 3/3 for 3. Pay 1 in red, tap. Sacker, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. Outpost Siege, enchantment, 4/4. As it enters battlefield, choose Khans or Dragons. Okay, we've seen this one recently. Khans, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. And Dragons, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, Outpost Siege deals 1 damage to any target. Shared Animosity, enchantment for 3. So whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. Titan of Eternal Fire, creature giant, 5/6 for 6. He's got like a fire burning inside his belly there. Each human creature you control has pay red. Tap, this creature deals 1 damage to any target. And we got another legendary here. Adriana, Captain of the Guard, 4/4 for 5. Legendary creature, human knight with melee. So whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each opponent you attacked with a creature this combat. And other creatures you control have melee. Crackling Doom, instant for 3. Oh, that's a 3-color one. Deals 2 damage to each opponent. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. That sounds fun. And a Planeswalker, Mythic Nahiri the Harbinger, 4 loyalty for 4. So her +2, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. -2, exile target enchantment, tapped artifact or tapped creature. -8, search your library for an artifact or creature card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. It gains haste, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, so that is the first half of the deck there. On to the next. Okay, so those were mostly rares and mythics. Bondas Ornament, we've seen this in the other 2 decks so far. Artifact for 3, you can tap to add 1 mana of any color. Pay 4, tap, each player who controls a permanent named Bondas Ornament draws a card. Arcane Signet, this is pretty much an auto-include in most commander decks. Artifact for 2, tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity, so that is why. Boros Signet, artifact for 2, pay 1, tap, add red and white. Commander's Sphere, here's another common one, artifact for 3, tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity, and you can sack it, get to draw a card. Heirloom Blade, that's pretty cool, artifact equipment for 3, equipped creature gets +3/+1. Whenever a equipped creature dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card that shares a creature type with it. Put that card into your hand and rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, so you can equip it for 1. Okay, another Signet here, Orzhov Signet, artifact for 2, pay 1, tap. You can add white and black. And a Rakdos Signet, yes, I like the logo there. You can pay 1, tap, add black and red. Skull Clamp, okay, this is a fairly common one as well. Artifact equipment for 1. Equipped creature gets +1/-1. Whenever equipped creature dies, draw 2 cards. You can equip it for 1. Soul Ring. Is there a commander deck that does not have a Soul Ring? Artifact for 1, tap, add 2 colorless mana. Sanctuary Lockdown. Okay, so this is from Ikoria. Enchantment for 3. Humans you control get +1/+1. You can pay 2, tap 2 untapped humans you control. You get to tap target creature an opponent controls. Bastion of Remembrance. So we've seen this one in the decks before. Enchantment for 3. So when it ends battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. And whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Dire Tactics. Instant for 2. Exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you lose life equal to that creature's toughness. General's Enforcer. 2/3 for 2. Creature human soldier. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. 2 white and black. Exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. So creating tons of tokens, that's why you need all of those there. Martial Impetus. Enchantment Aura for 3. Enchant creature. The enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and is goaded. It attacks each combat if able and attacks player other than you if able. So whenever an enchanted creature attacks, each other creature that's attacking one of your opponents gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Ooh, that is pretty cool. Parasitic Impetus. We haven't seen this one yet. Enchantment Aura for 3. Enchant creature. The enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. Whenever an enchanted creature attacks, its controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. We saw this guy before. Shiny Impetus. Enchantment Aura for 3. Enchant creature. The enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and is goaded. And whenever enchanted creature attacks, you create a treasure token. Alright. Banisher Priest. So this one's 2/2 for 3. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls until Banisher Priest leaves the battlefield. Cavalry Pegasus. Creature Pegasus 1/1 for 2 with flying. Whenever it attacks, each attacking human gains flying until end of turn. Good deal, because you have tons of humans in this deck. Devout Chaplain. 2/2 for 3. You can tap 2 untapped humans you control. You get to exile target artifact or enchantment. Ambition's Cost. Sorcery for 4. You draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. Oh, this one's nice. Used to play this back in the day. Zulaport Cutthroat. 1/1 for 2. So creature human rogue ally. Whenever Zulaport Cutthroat or another creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That was pretty cool. Humble Defector. Creature human rogue. 2/1 for 2. So you can tap, draw 2 cards. Target opponent gains control of Humble Defector. Activate this ability only during your turn. Okay, that seems a little dangerous. Vigilante Justice. Enchantment for 4. Whenever a human enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to any target. Garner the Blood Flame in the Rakdos colors. Nice. Legendary creature human warrior. 3/3 for 5 with flash. So when it enters the battlefield, return to your hand all creature cards in your graveyard that were put there from anywhere this turn. Other creatures you control have haste. So that's a nice one. You can flash in out of the blue. Terminate instant for 2. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. And that is it. Okay, so this deck is all about pumping out the humans, adding abilities to them, like adding +1 counters and so forth. You've got some life gain here, vigilance, first strike, so some removal as well, haste. So it looks pretty decent. I don't think I'm excited about this one as I was about the previous video. So we looked at Timeless Wisdom last time around, which had a lot of cycling. So let me know in the comments section what you think of this deck. Is it something you'd be planning to pick up? Or do you have your eyes on one of the other decks? And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.